Sweet. So we will go ahead and get started with today's Friday ab attack. We have 5 exercises today with 2 rounds and 2 sets per exercise. So that first round, we're going to do 2 sets of 35 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and then second round will be 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. So rest is staying the same. We're just adding 10 seconds in that second round, but still doing 2 sets. As always, it is body weight core, but if you have a weight or a dumbbell or something to hold on to, feel free to for that extra challenge. Since we are doing 2 sets, I do have it set so one side will be one set and the other side will be the other set for most of these movements. So our first exercise, we're going to be doing a single leg raise. You have 2 options. You can either keep one leg down, this will be modified, and raise the other up, making sure that back is nice and straight. Or if you want to challenge yourself, you're going to keep that other leg hovering off the ground as you raise that other leg straight in the air. Again, we're going to stick with the same side, and then we'll switch legs for that second set. And if you want even more of a challenge, you can hold something over your chest as you raise it up. Then our second exercise, we're going to be doing a 3-level crunch, but with a twist. So we're going to be coming out to one side instead of having our arms overhead. They're going to be angled out to one side. You'll come up just enough so that one shoulder is off the ground, and then halfway, and then the back completely off the ground. Same thing, sticking with one side, and then we'll switch sides, arms out to the outside of the other knee for that second set. Then we will turn it over, and we're going to just do bird dogs. So 2 options. You'll just do a normal bird dog where you're on hands and knees, and you're just bringing out that opposite hand and leg coming in and out, keeping that balance. Or if you want to challenge, you're going to come up into a bear position and then slowly come out and then back in. Again, sticking with that same side. If you're doing that bear position, just make sure you move extra slow, really working on that balance. Then we will flip it over. We're going to do a V-sit, but with our legs straight in the air. And then we're just going to twist it like we would with a Russian twist. So legs straight up, and then we're going to twist it to the outside of our hip. Again, keeping with it, just going to the outside of one hip for one set, and then switching sides for that other set. And then our last exercise will be the same throughout. Legs bent, feet in the air. We're coming up for that heel tap. Shoulder blades are coming off the ground. Bringing it back down, keeping our legs bent, back nice and flat, and just lowering down nice and slow till your toes tap the floor. Bring it back up for that heel tap, and then back down, nice, slow, in control, tap the toes down. So we will go ahead and get started with our single leg raise. Laying on our back, you're going to keep one leg either on the floor, or if you want to challenge, hovering off the ground, and then the other leg's coming straight up and down. If you want even more of a challenge, you can hold a weight straight over your chest. We have 2 sets starting with 35 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring that leg straight up, maintain that pelvic tilt, lower back, nice and flat, either lowering down right before your back starts to arch, or right before your feet touch the ground, whichever comes first. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, go ahead and rest, and then we're going to switch legs now. Bringing it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg straight in the air. Keep that lower back nice and flat to the ground. Try and keep that foot hovered off. That's the option you're going for. Just a couple inches off the ground. 10 more seconds, and then we have our 3-level crunch twist. 3, 2, 1. Bend the legs, feet flat, arms are extended. We're gonna bring it at an angle, so you're coming to the outside of one knee. We're coming up 3 different levels in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High enough for just the shoulder blade, then half the back, and then all the way up. Again, you can hold onto a weight or something for that extra resistance. Ten seconds remaining. Try and keep your chin off your chest. Don't let momentum help you. Go ahead and rest. Same exercise, but now we're bringing our hands to the opposite knee, outside, sitting on up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High enough for the shoulder blade, half the back, and then the entire back. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Let's turn it over, hands and knees, coming into our bird dog or into our quadruped position for some bird dogs. Again, if you want to challenge, you'll come into a bear position in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, extend arm and opposite leg, and then bring it in. If you want to challenge, you can just lift those knees a couple inches off the ground, nice and slow, extend it out, bring it in. Five more seconds. Go ahead and rest. We're going to go ahead, stick with this exercise, and we're just switching sides. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing it out. Opposite arm, opposite leg from last time. Again, you can either be in that normal bear or bird dog position, or you can come up into a bear. Stay nice and strong, nice and balanced. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to flip it onto our bottoms. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, just turn it over. We're going to stay seated though. We're not laying down. We're going to bring our legs straight in the air and we're twisting it out. So if you have a weight, go ahead and grab it. And 3, 2, 1. Kick those legs straight in the air. Try and keep them as straight as you can. Back nice and straight too. And then we're just dropping it down to the same side. So just half a twist. Go ahead and rest. One more of these, twisting, bringing those hands down to the opposite hip now. Go ahead, start seated. We're bringing our legs up in 3, 2, 1. Kick those legs straight in the air. Hands coming down, opposite hip. Try to keep those legs as straight as you can. Single digits, almost there. Go ahead and rest. And let's bring it on our back now. Legs bent, feet in the air. Our heel tap to our toe tap. Shoulder blades coming up in those heel taps. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing the arms around, tap your heels, lay back down, and just drop the toes, keeping those legs bent, keeping your lower back nice and flat. Fifteen seconds. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. And we have one more set in this first round. And then we're going to start round 2 after this, adding 10 seconds to the work. But first, our heel taps in 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing the arms around. Raise those shoulder blades off the ground and lower those toes. Nice and slow. In control the entire way down. Lower back completely flat. Five seconds. Go ahead and rest and extend your legs out. We are back to those single leg raises. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick one leg up, and you either have the option to keep the other leg on the ground, or you want to challenge, you're hovering it just a couple inches off the ground. Even more of a challenge, your arms can be extended over your chest. We're adding 10 seconds, just 10, in this round to each set. Two, 1, go ahead and rest. You can drop those legs down. Three, 2, 1, bring those feet up, and then kick the legs straight in the air. More than halfway through the set. Last time we were doing these leg raises. Five seconds remaining. Give me one more raise and rest. Bend those legs, feet nice and flat, arms extended, bringing them to the outside of one knee. Our 3 in 3, 2, 1. Shoulder blade off the ground, half the back, and then the entire back. Keeping our chin off our chest, not letting momentum help us swing up. Two, 1, go ahead, rest, lay it back down, and we're bringing our arms outside of our other knee. We're gonna sit up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up once, twice, and then the third final time back completely off the ground. Ten seconds remaining. Try and get one last full rep in. Let's rest and let's turn it over. Quadruped position, hands and knees coming into our bird dog or advanced option, a bear bird dog. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend arm and opposite leg out and then bring it in. Keeping that balance nice and strong. If you're in that bear position, just bringing your knee a couple inches off the ground. Ten more seconds, and then we are switching sides. Keep that back nice and straight. Tilt that pelvis. 2, 1. Let's rest. And then we're going to go ahead, switch arms and legs. Whew. Bringing it out. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it out. Bring it in. Final time we are doing this, and then we only have 2 exercises left after this. And then as always for this entire month, ending it with a plank. This week, 45-second plank. Five seconds. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest, and we're going to turn it over. Staying seated though, not laying down. We have our V-sit twist. Legs are coming straight in the air. In 3, 2, 1. Kick those legs up nice and straight. And then we're just twisting it out, dropping our weight or our hands down to the outside of that hip. Staying with that hip, just that half twist. If it starts to become challenging, or if it's already too challenging, modified version, you're just gonna do heels down, toes up, and then twisting it out to your hip. Five seconds. Go ahead and rest. One more set than our last exercise. I'm gonna sit it back up, legs in the air. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our legs are up. We're keeping them as straight as we can. Hands coming down, opposite hip. Try and keep that back as straight as you can. Two, one, go ahead and rest, and let's lay it on back, legs bent, feet in the air. Our final exercise, heel taps to the toe tap. In 3, 2, 1. Swing the arms around, tap your heels, lift those shoulder blades, drop it back, keep the legs bent, lower back flat, and slowly drop the toes down. Five more seconds. Go ahead and rest. One more set. And then we're going to turn it over for our Thanksgiving play. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep the arms around, tap your heels, then drop the toes down. Keeping your back flat the entire time. Keep it up. We just have 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, turn it over. We are not done yet. 45 seconds, showing our thanks with planks this month. Knees coming up, elbows under our shoulders in 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Don't want to see any butts in the air, any backs caving. Should be a nice straight back, hips down, elbows under those shoulders, nice and strong. Already got 15 seconds down. Keep it up. Guys are doing great. We only have 10 more seconds. Keep it up, hold it. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. You can rest. Whew. Then we will go ahead and stretch it out. We will start in a child's pose position, knees open, toes together, arms extended, palms on the ground, sitting on our heels, forehead on the ground, just slowly catching your breath. And let's walk our hands over towards the right. And then we'll bring it back, center, lift ourselves up into quadruped position, and we will step our right foot forward into a heel or a hip flexors stretch, leaning in, sinking those hips. Pick our right hand up off the ground, twist it towards the right, arms extended. And then we'll go ahead and drop that right hand back down. Gonna push our hips back, extend that right leg, and lift the toes off the ground, so just the heels down. I'm just gonna fold it forward into this hamstring stretch. Pointing our toes to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back into that hip flexor. Step the right foot back, and then we're going to step that left foot forward. Again, sinking our hips down. Feel this in your right hip flexor. And pick that left hand up. Bring it to the sky, twisting and looking over towards the left. And we're going to go ahead, drop that left hand back down to the ground. Push the hips back, pick that left toe up, extend the left leg, heel down, fold it forward. Trying to keep that back nice and straight as we fold it over. Three, two, one. Bring it back into a hip flexor. Step that left foot back, so we're in quadruped. We're just gonna lift our knees up, coming up onto our toes, downward dog. We're gonna pedal our legs, our feet out, so alternating, dropping your heels down. And then go ahead and drop both heels to the floor. Push those shoulders back as best you can. And then I want you to pick that left hand up and try and reach for your right ankle. 3, 2, 1. Bring the left hand back to your mat, and then right hand coming to that left ankle. 3, 2, 1. Bring the right hand back and slowly walk your hands back to your feet into this forward fold position. We're going to go ahead and inhale up, bringing our arms up to the sky. Left hand, right wrist. Lean it over towards the left. Bring it back, center. Drop it down, exhaling to our toes. Inhale it back up. This time, right hand, left wrist. Bend it over towards the right. We're going to bring it back, center. Drop it down, one final inhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale it up, reach, 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 all the way for the sky. And then you can go ahead, exhale those hands back down. That is all I have for class today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next week.